What's up guys, it's me Eric B and welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we finally got the Sprint air filter in for the Panigale V2 here. And all I'm gonna do is just show you guys how this thing is installed because it's kind of weird. It sits right here in the front. And you know, your typical bikes, you would remove the gas tank, you'd pop the top on the air box, put the air filter in and you're good to go. On this one, it's not so easy. So I'm gonna remove the side fairings and everything on here. I'm not gonna go through showing how to take those off or anything like that. I really just wanna focus on what you need to remove in the front here in order to get this filter in and out. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, really quick before we get started, I wanted to show you the filter itself, and I did get the P08 version. I did order it from Omnia Racing, and they are based out of Italy. This product did come fairly quick. Once it was in stock and everything. So places like Brock Performance, Moto Million, stuff like that, they do have them ready to go on their website, but they just don't have them in yet. So if you're looking to get this, definitely check out Omnia Racing. All right, so good news, we won't have to remove the side fairings in order to get the air filter out, because as you can see, it's just right there. And these are the little panels that you have to take off on both sides, which basically go right in here. Now, what you're gonna need to do is, you're gonna have to get you're gonna have to like mess with this little black frame right here that goes around right here. As you can see, kind of wiggles around. Now there's gonna be two screws you need to get out. There's one right there, and then there's one right up there. You get those two out, and then you should be able to pop that out, and there's the same thing on the other side. Now, let me show you this on the other side here. It might be easier to see. Right there, there's two screws on each side. One right there, and one right there on the bottom, so 4 in total. Once you get that out, that's a little plastic piece that covers the entire air filter, and then you should be able to pull it out from there. So just give you a look there on the other side. See, that little frame thing is the same as the other side. And then hopefully it's pretty easy. We do have this connector and this, I don't know what that is, some sort of like rectifier or something. I don't really know what that is, but that's sitting right on top of that. So hopefully that isn't too hard to maneuver to get out. All right, so like I was saying, once you get those two screws out, this should just come right off. As you can see, look at that, came right out of there. So now we have to get this off in order to get to the air filter, because it's just right there, as you can see, right underneath there. All right, the last couple of things we need to do here on this side is you got to pull this little connector up out of the way, which there's like a little like clip right in here that you can just press and then lift up, and it'll come up off of here because it's in the way of the other screw. You got, remember the two screws on each side, it's in the way of the one on the bottom. And then I'm gonna remove this, because if you leave it on and try to pull this up, you're not gonna have, if I can see it, you're not gonna have enough room to just pull it forward because of this right here, the stem right here. So there's one bolt right here on the bottom, and there's another bolt on the top. You can just pull that out of the way, and then you'll be able to pull this piece out of the way so you can get the filter out. All right, so I lied. You actually don't have to remove this at all. I was able to just put enough force to kind of squeeze it through there, and this whole panel is about to just come out of here. Oh, almost got it. I think so. You just gotta work it, but as you can see, it's out, and there's the filter. So I'm just gonna keep working this until I get it out. Let me check the other side. Make sure we're not caught up on something. Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, as you can see right there, boom, there it is. So I just gotta keep kind of working it through there, and I'll get it out, and then I'll show you guys what it's looking like. All right, and here we go. This is the thing that was all up in the way, and there's the filter ready to be swapped out. Here's a little side-by-side of the factory OEM filter and the Sprint filter. All right, now what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and reinstall everything back in reverse order, get this back in there, get those pieces back in there, and then that's it, you're good to go. All right, so this actually isn't as hard as I thought it would be. You know, removing all this stuff, it looks like it's gonna be hard, but it's actually pretty easy. Once you get this piece back in, once the filter's in, you can't really see it, but you can see the filter right under there. But you have one screw right there, and then two on the other side. Tighten those back down, Don't forget to connect your connector back up to that right there. And then on the other side, you have one more connector. This one right here, it's just a little piece right here that it like hangs right on that right there. So just clip it back in and it'll hold in place. And then after that, just get those two pieces back in, those little parts right here that I was talking about that go right here on each side, and then get your other part of your fairing back in and you're good to go. All right guys, that's it. Super easy. I actually thought it was gonna be harder than it looked, but it wasn't. If you guys got any comments or questions, definitely let me know. And hopefully this helps you out if you plan on doing this to your V2, and I'll see you in the next one.